I have three updates for you. Firstly, an Amhara politician, newly elected member of parliament, today issued a statement. He has shared some documents as well. He is claiming that UNHCR is providing cover to TPLF fighters, and some TPLF fighters have entered Amhara region from Sudan and they have been killed on battlefronts in Amhara region. I'll show you the documents. Secondly, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia an hour ago issued another statement against US aid. US aid is under pressure in Ethiopia. Then viewers, Eritrean party in power has issued a statement against the US. Ruling party in Eritrea says that it will not accept US intervention in Tigray. Thirdly, viewers, we have updates from Gambela and Benishangul Gumuz regions where security situation is worsening. Clashes and fighting is being reported in the two regions. We'll talk about that again. TPLF is being accused of being behind the unrest in these two regions. Firstly was Desalegn Chene, Amhara politician, newly elected member of parliament, has shared some documents. He says that those persons who were involved in my Kadra incident, they are being given shelter by UNHCR in Sudan. And Desalegn Chene says that these TPLF fighters are entering Amhara region, they are fighting there, they are getting killed. He shared a refugee card of a killed TPLF member. You can see the card, UNHCR refugee card on your screen. Name of the refugee is Birhe Hagos Hele. Desalegn Chene says that this person entered Amhara region from Sudan. He has been killed on a war front in Amhara region, and this document has been recovered. A very important question is if UNHCR is giving shelter to TPLF fighters and TPLF fighters are entering Ethiopia. How are these TPLF fighters entering Ethiopia? All the border areas, Sudan, Ethiopia border areas are being controlled by Amhara forces, Amhara militias, Eritrean forces, Ethiopian National Defense Forces. There is very heavy deployment of all the forces, ENDF Amhara, Eritrean forces on Ethiopia side of the border. So how are these TPLF fighters entering Amhara region? The main question, viewers, is that their possibility of entering Amhara region or western Tigray in large numbers is not very high according to my information, because the border has been properly manned by Ethiopian authorities. Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia an hour ago issued a statement against US aid, viewers. MFA is again accusing US aid. It says that US aid says that it did not provide any high energy biscuits to Tigray since February. So how is that in August these biscuits have been recovered from TPLF members in Amhara region? So it's again accusing US aid of providing supplies to TPLF fighters. Secondly, Eritrean party in government has issued a statement. It says that Eritrea will oppose US intervention in Tigray in Ethiopia. Eritrea will not accept any US intervention in Ethiopian internal matters. This statement has come from a country whose forces are in Tigray for the last 9 months. International community has been calling upon Eritrea to withdraw its forces from Ethiopia. Both Eritrean and Ethiopian government rejected first that there was any deployment of Eritrean forces in Tigray. Then visual evidence came, international media covered this development. We did several videos as well. Ultimately, Eritrean, Ethiopian governments had to confess that there was presence of Eritrean forces in Tigray. Now, official position of Eritrean, Ethiopian governments is that Eritrean forces have withdrawn from Tigray. But even now, there is presence of Eritrean forces in western Tigray, in Humera. There is presence of Eritrean forces. Eritrea is basically saying that it will not withdraw its forces from Tigray, but it won't allow the US to intervene in Ethiopia. The US has imposed sanctions on Eritrean Chief of Staff. US Eritrea ties, they are at the lowest ebb, I think, these days. Ethiopian government must not allowed to be used by Eritrea against the US. Lastly, viewers, we have some updates from Benishangul Gumuz and Gambela regions. In the two regions, clashes have been reported, several have been killed. In Benishangul Gumuz region, reportedly some Gumuz militia members opened fire in Matekal zone, Bolan, Wareda, and 5 casualties have been confirmed. After that, regional forces have launched a crackdown. More than 80 persons have been arrested in BG. Security situation is worsening. Matagal shares a border with Amhara region as well. There is presence of Amhara militias in BG too. In Gambela, reportedly in Gambela city, unidentified individuals opened fire, and after that clashes erupted in Gambela city between two clans, and several casualties are being reported in Gambela too. Both the regional governments, Gambela and BG, are accusing TPLF backed persons, TPLF agents, of fanning insecurity and insurgency in the two regions. It seems that now whatever is happening in Ethiopia, it's being blamed on TPLF. I mean, if internal clashes are happening in Gambela or BG, it's the responsibility of regional governments to find the perpetrators.